Shane Steichen, welcome to Indy. Congratulations on becoming a head coach. Your best player wants out. Not a whole lot happened yesterday, and there's not a whole lot that really can be said. What can you really say? The situation is what it is, and we just sit and wait and see. But each day that passes, we're getting closer and closer and closer to the start of the regular season. And it just feels like something that it's going to be harder to accomplish the deeper we go into the calendar. Unless Jonathan Taylor is willing to embrace a new team with no adjustment to his contract, and unless there's a team out there that's willing to trade for him as is at 4.3 this year, plus the power to use the franchise tag next year, knowing that he may end up disgruntled, I would think you'd want to have a long-term deal in place with Jonathan Taylor if you're going to make the move. So to reiterate what we said yesterday, for those who missed the show and for those who didn't, it's awfully late in the game to be trying to pull this thing off, Chris.
Yeah, it's like I just can't imagine anybody at this point giving up anything of worth for Jonathan Taylor, right? I mean, yeah, maybe if they were willing to give him away for a middle of the pack draft pick, and okay, maybe we just have to give him a little sweetener on this year, or something short term. Maybe there'd be some teams that think about that. But yeah, even that's far-fetched. So it's hard to see right now where this goes, or anywhere that it's going to go to as far as being positive for Jonathan Taylor and him getting what he wants. It is what it is. Like you said, their teams aren't going to budge. They kind of are set in stone. They've spent money, and Jonathan Taylor, running back, we know that's usually not the type of investment or risk teams take as far as making trades at the running back position and then having to pay the guy more money.
The other side of this too, and the more I think about it, the more I believe it's a factor. You're going to have owners worried about how the league is going to react if all of a sudden, at a time when the running back market is depressed, you breathe new life into it, you resuscitate it, you increase the expenses that all the teams are going to have to pay moving forward for running backs because you gave Jonathan Taylor this big contract. There's going to be owners who think twice about it. They don't want to be persona non grata at 345 Park Avenue or among the owners who actually run the show. That's a factor. And when you've already got your budget set, there isn't some endless pot of money. You set your budget before March. That's why they get projections of the salary cap and they have things planned out year to year. For a lot of these teams, the only money that's left is for the emergency signings that you make during the season. There isn't a lot of money laying around for some massive contract that's going to be handed out to somebody who's currently not on your team. You may have some money you're holding back for Chris Jones in Kansas City, Justin Jefferson in Minnesota, Nick Bosa in San Francisco. You don't have some pot of discretionary money just sitting there waiting to spend on whoever happens to become available, except in New York, where they have $35 million that Aaron Rodgers left behind, but they already spent that on Dalvin Cook, and they have Breece Hall. So it's virtually impossible to find a landing spot, Chris. And these days are compressed. It's just we're getting closer and closer and closer. It's just moving faster and faster. I think the Colts really are hoping Jonathan Taylor realizes, I got nothing I can do.
Yeah, I think so.
Colts play well.
Right.
Put a pin in it and take it up next March.
Yeah. Mike, too. Oh, sorry. Mike, just on top of that, I mean, think about if you're a team too. It's like, wait, he was injured in the offseason. He hasn't played. He hasn't done anything. Is he in shape? Is he ready to go right now? Oh, yeah, let's trade a high pick and give him more money, even though we don't know. Is he going to be ready to go to start the year? What kind of shape is he in? That's not helping or benefiting him either. Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, but it's a great point. Big picture. Draft pick investment, a lot of money at a devalued position where we're not sure how healthy the guy is. And the only way to justify the investment is to reconfigure our offense to make him the centerpiece. Like, if I'm trading my 2024 draft pick anyway for this guy, let's just wait until after the season and trade for him then, when we can make an informed decision as to where he is from a health standpoint, when we have a chance to breathe, when we have a chance to really let this digest and assess our needs and figure out where we are, and maybe we can pay him then. Maybe that's when we make our move. It's just too much happening too quickly. It all gets back to what we've been saying. We've been saying this from the moment the issue first came up. Why is this happening now? It should have played out in March if Jonathan Taylor wasn't happy. And he definitely shouldn't have shown up for training camp if he wanted to take a stand against the Indianapolis Colts. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.